So we are back in the stunning town of Introdacqua, and what a place I've got for you today. What a roof terrace. What a bargain. Just wait while you see this one. So today we are back in stunning Introdacqua. What a great place this is. What a stunning place this is. This is one of my favourite places at this side of the mountain, I've got to be honest. Don't know if you remember, we had a house up here above the waterfall that sold to an American couple. Fantastic couple, big shout out to them. And another one around this corner that we're in the process of selling to another couple from the States. They're going to make this their home, and we've sold a number of properties here, and it's already has an expat community from a number of years ago. It's always really popular in Introdacqua. It really is a fantastic place. So we have a bar here to our right. We are about 5 minutes in the car from incredible Sulmona. There is a bus service. I'm not saying that it's a regular bus service, but there's a good few buses a day, I believe, that take you into Sulmona. Or you could probably buy an e-bike or a bike and just go down into Sulmona. It's so easy to do. Stunning place this, really is. Got a pharmacy to our right and what looks like some sort of flower shop. There's a bottega here, which is probably selling sort of like a general store, I think. Yes, it is, by the looks of it. Have a post office here. Look how beautiful these buildings are. It's just a pleasure to walk in places like this. Beautiful church. And yes, something a bit different here is an Irish bar. It's a great place. So I seem to have got a little bit of a problem with my sound on the recording, so apologies if it started breaking up. As I mentioned before, we've got an Irish bar here. What a great thing to have. Beautiful church over this way. The main church at this side. Lots of parking down in the area down here. Look how beautiful this is. It's a dreamy sort of place. And this property we have is a bargain property. Lots of space, and the roof terrace, you even get to see this tower as well. I love the atmosphere here. It's early morning. It's what day is it today? Tuesday. And there's a nice buzz about the place. And here then there's a restaurant. There's a couple of restaurants, I believe, in the town. But as I said before, you are close to Sulmona as well if you want to get that fix of a bigger town. What a fantastic location. I'm just going to walk to the end of this road because I quite like looking up this street. And the house we're going to see is actually through the archway where we started this video off. I probably should have mentioned that. So after this I will skip straight back to that archway. But look how beautiful this is here. Incredible. For this property we're going to see lots of space, amazing roof terrace. This is something really special. Are you ready? Are you ready to see this one? Let's head back to where we started the video, through the arch, and we'll head up to the house. I know it's a ridiculous thing to say, but does it get any more Italian than this? This is stunning. One of the bars in the village is just here, so you haven't got far to walk. Just walk up here. Look at all this beautiful stone. And the great thing is that this property is in the historical centre, obviously. But it's strange because inside, the amount of space you've got, it doesn't feel like a historical centre property in the sense of it's quite simple, quite easy to, even the steps are easy to get in and out of. A few bits of work being done here, look. And it's huge for the money. It's superb. It's all of this. You can see how far it goes back just before the guttering, the lower part of the guttering. But it's not only this, it also goes around the corner, which you'll see in a second. So it's so easy to get down into town. It also has a terrace. Here, the potential is fantastic. And to be fair, for this town, I'm surprised it's this price, because it's not always easy getting cheaper properties in this town. Look how, what's the word? I don't know. It is early morning, so the sun's just getting around, and we are in November as well, to be fair. So the sun's just coming around, but I've been up onto the terrace already, and it is stunning. The roof looks in great condition, and all new gutter pipes. This is the door here, so it goes up to this pipe here. It's huge. Well, I'm guessing it is stone, because it's obviously in the old part of town. It also comes with this garage at the bottom, so we'll start with that, and then we'll make our way up into the house, and I'll tell you what I would do when we're up there. The potential is massive. Let's quickly look. So this is a great space. You could probably get a little car, I'm not sure if you're allowed to, but you can get something up that archway, I'm sure. This is a great size garage, good place to keep your bins. Obviously it is exactly that, a garage. It's used as storage. Let's give you a quick size. So this is 3 meters 70 in that direction by 5 meters 30 in this direction. Superb for maybe bikes, skis, all of that kind of thing. Look at the thickness of these walls. It must be stone here with these thickness walls. Okay, are you ready to have a tour of the house? I will say, and I'm only going to say it quickly, that it's got a lot of wood panelling in at the moment, so it's been 1985. You're going to have to just ignore that and trust me, because this place and the terrace is amazing. Let's do it. So we have a beautiful stone entrance that I love. So even if you painted the house a nice sandy beigey type colour and just leave this stone showing, that would look amazing as well. And I love that it has this bit of a curve. Gas outside. Let's have a look inside. Are you ready? A huge entrance hall with wood panelling and pea green tiles. I mean, does it get any better? But to be fair, I mean, this was the in thing. It was the in thing in the UK as well, during it's either 70s or 80s. And it was the in thing here. Domenico was just telling me there are lots of people that moved to Rome. When they came back to these places, they wanted it to be like mountain ski hideouts, even though it's not really sort of in the mountains, so to speak. Well, it is, but not high up. And this is what they use, because all the ski resorts often have this kind of panelling. And before anybody says, no, it's not hiding a multitude of sins, it was just the in thing to do. Absolutely superb. I'm loving these little lamps as well. I'll turn this one on behind me. Look at these little miners lamps. Just to give you an idea of the size of this is, and I would keep it as this is 5 meters in this direction. I would keep it as an entrance hall. You'll see why shortly. And the first thing I do is rip all of this off, let the walls breathe again. 4 meters 54 in this direction. So it does have radiators. Obviously the electrics work, you can see that, but they are older electrics. They do work, but obviously it may be better to have some newer electrics. Same with the boiler. It is an old boiler. Older, but it's not ancient old, but always think that it would be good to get a new boiler, and consider between €2,500 to €3,000 for a good boiler, a good condensing boiler. This is a big property, so it does will take some heating. Be nice to reveal a little bit of stone inside as well. Love those doors. Now I'm going to show you around the house. I know some of you don't like it when I give you my input, but I'm not going to change the layout. Some of you were trying to look for my reflection then, weren't you, through that mirror? I got there before you. It's a new game that we play on our videos. I'm not going to change the layout. I'm just telling you what I would do, because this, to me, this area would be for guests or even a rental property. Because where I'm stood now in the corridor, that would be communal. You can then close it up for you to go upstairs. Before I go in there, let me just quickly show you just a little storage room. Always handy to have a little bit of storage. Obviously it's stone, which is why you're seeing some of these salts that stone gives off. What you need to do is put plaster on that lets the stone breathe, or reveal the stone. So I would have this as a separate mini apartment, 1-bed apartment, and it would rent here. Intradaqua is a brilliant place. So you'd have this as sort of a living dining area. It's even got a fireplace once you get rid of all the horrible the horrible wood. Sorry, I had to cut off there because one of the neighbour's cats was just coming in. And start revealing or just painting. It's probably not stone here because this is a dividing wall, but just some nice painting. And this is great to be able to offer to guests, to give them their own space and then even their own small kitchen. It's got a gas hookup, only very small, but you could certainly rearrange it a little bit to put a cooker in and the rest of it. Or you could just put a mini kitchen outside in this other room. You can't knock one through to the other because this is a stone wall here. So a little bit of a kitchen area. I'm sure you could reconfigure that just to get enough in for rental, or for those guests who want to keep out of your way, you know, like mother-in-laws and that. Sorry mother-in-laws, sorry. This is in terms of measurements, 4 meters 91 in this direction. Obviously you've got this fireplace here by the width of 2 meters 83. So I know the video may seem dark and all the rest of it because of the wood, but please bear with me because this is a fantastic property. And as I said, I'd much rather buy it at this price and then do things myself than buy it at a top price. So, double bedroom with a little wardrobe in here. Let me shut these, and it's nice and light. It's not a huge, it's all right for a guest room, isn't it? So this is 3 meters 21. Can you hear the church bells? Always a good sign. Sorry if the video is flickering a little bit. Let me just see if that's that light. I feel like it's flickering. Then the measurement across is 2 meters 57. Nice street scene. As soon as I go outside, the bells stop. Okay, thanks for that. Then we've got a little bathroom on this level, which I didn't think it had a shower, but it does. So again, it just needs, all the basics are here. You could clean it up and get in, but obviously any improvements you make is always going to be for the best. And it does have a shower in the corner, and it's actually not a bad shower. Let me see, that's a one Dave and one Sulmona shower. but one comfortable Dave shower. So I'm quite happy with that for you. You should be fine in there. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, you need to watch other videos. So that would be, I'm losing my train of thought now. That would be the guest quarters. Shall we say the guest quarters? That sounds nice, doesn't it? Then, imagine then, this is only if you wanted to. Obviously you can keep it all as one big house. Maybe you're thinking to knock that wall down where the bedroom is and make it one huge something. I don't know. Write in the comments. Let me know. Another place to put skis, wherever else you want in there. I don't know why I keep mentioning skis, but I do. If you wanted to keep it private, close along here. And then you've got access to the main apartment above, which has another 2 bedrooms. So up the stairs, again, wood panelling galore. And even a wood handrail to go with it, but a slightly yellowy colour. But then we have this beautiful, spacious dining area, which I would have this. If you're splitting it into 2, then I would have this as a living dining space, because there's a kitchen through there. Or if you wanted to keep the downstairs as one big house, you could have a huge kitchen downstairs by knocking the walls down, and this then just becomes a lounge. Loads of options. Let me know what you think. Obviously getting lighter here. There was a problem a few years ago with infiltration from the terrace, because there's a terrace above, but that's all been sorted out now. And you can tell that from the outside. Nice fireplace, lots of space in here. Night area down there. I think I'm getting a bit of flickering from some lights down there, so let me just turn those off. Fireplace, as I say. Let me find the light switch. There's the light switch. There we go, that stops the flickering. There's a mirror behind me as well. You're not getting me. But this is a great size. So this is, let's do some measurements while I'm here. This is 4 meters 62 by, it's a slightly strange shape, so this is 4 meters 50. So a great size. And as I mentioned before, getting lighter here now because we're getting higher. Nice street scenes, the typical street scenes. And then here we have the kitchen, which is slightly bigger than the one downstairs. Still small, but it's certainly, you can get everything you need in there. And the fact that you've got a nice living room, dining room behind, I think it works. But let me know in the comments if you would use downstairs as a huge kitchen. Just let me know. Little balcony. It's only really for hanging washing up and standing out and saying hello to passerbys. But here's the kitchen, a little bit of a cooker. They are leaving everything, but obviously it's older stuff. You may want to change some of it, but for now, at least you can get in. And then the fridge, obviously here. Do love that. Love it. And this is the curve, some of the curve of the building as well, even though this seems to be curving. Oh no, the curve's at this side. This is the curved wall. Okay, so from here, we then head down to the night area. And there is a corridor down here with a mirror at the end. So I know you're all keeping an eye on that mirror to see if you can see a reflection. I'm not doing it, you're not getting me. Here's the tiles. I should have mentioned as well, all the windows that I've seen up to now. In fact, let me double check. But they do seem to be, yes, they are single glazed. So you may want to replace, they're actually bigger. These kind of windows, you can actually bevel, I think they say, into that and put double glazed into it. Because I do like that they have the shutters on the inside, which is always nice. But again, for this price, putting new windows in, I don't think is a big deal at all. That's the surprise. We'll come back to that shortly. So let's go down the corridor with the mirror at the end. This is I'll take you to the main, the bigger bedroom. So this is bathroom, similar to the bathroom downstairs, but the shower on this side. I would say this is, yeah, it's not a huge shower. This is a 3/4 Dave shower, and definite Sulmona shower. I think I'd be tempted. Because Italians love their bidets, so always have a bidet somewhere in the house. There's one downstairs. This one I think I'd take out and put a longer shower in there. I think that would be worth doing. So just to give you an idea of the size of this is, not including the shower, is 2 meters 12 in that direction by 1 meter 45 in that direction. You could possibly even reconfigure it. You'd have to ask a plumber if you could completely reconfigure it, maybe have a shower at the end and then the WC and everything up against this wall. That could be a possibility. But again, a plumber would tell you that. Then we have another double bedroom. Quite like these tiles. This feels slightly bigger than downstairs, but I don't think it's much bigger. But I think it's, as you come up, the walls obviously get narrower, thinner, so you get more space. So that's flickering again, isn't it? Okay, so this is 3 meters 60 in that direction by 298 in this direction. So decent size, enough room here, I think, to have a wardrobe. And a little look at the windows to see the view out of here. Obviously, as you get higher, as I mentioned before, the views start coming. Nearly seeing the church there, but you can see it from the terrace. And if you look at this building across, this is the kind of colour I would go for. This kind of colour, and just leave the stone around the door, and I think that would be fantastic. Exactly like that. I think that would look really, really good. And even these old buildings, they've got such character, haven't they? And then we have another bedroom here that at the moment is laid out as a single, but I'm more than confident you could get a double in this, which is this room here. There's a wardrobe. In fact, that's quite a big, monstrous, that could come out. I don't think there's any reason. Sort of a built-in type wardrobe. But the bed, I think, can either go this way or the head at that side. And this should, yeah, I would definitely, that'd be the first thing I do. Take that out, it's taking up too much room. Just have a rack in here. So this is 2 meters 70 in this direction by, let's look from around here. So take that out, and you've definitely got a double bed in here, definitely. By 3 meters 90 in that direction, so plenty of room there. This will make a great double. So that would be 3 double beds you've got. And this has just a small balcony again that you can just stand out on and admire those views. You're getting the church spire there and the mountains at the back. Stunning, absolutely stunning. And are you ready now? Are you ready for the big event? Just going to bring it back into the living area, and then let's make our way up. I'm really interested to know what you guys think about this. Would you live on this floor? I really like it up here. I think it's so much brighter. Everything's just, I don't know, I like the idea of having downstairs for rent or for visitors that you just can't stand to look at anymore. You know which family relation I'm talking about, no? You know. Okay, are you ready for this? What a fantastic size. And look at this. It's a stunning roof terrace. I've got to dodge the washing lines, otherwise I'll end up hanging myself. But look at this. Show you the sizes again. Up behind, we do have some houses behind, and there is a terrace up there behind, but So you only really see that when you're right at the very end. And I quite like being able to shout to neighbours. But look at the views you've got here. Even the views of the old town behind. You have pretty much got 360 views here. And then looking down to the church spire, and beyond then to the mountains. This just finishes this place off in a big way. And this is a great sized terrace. Let me tell you what this is. If I can pick up the laser from the other side of the wall. I can't really see it because of the... No, I can't see it. So I would say this is 1, 2, it's a good 4 meters. Good 4 meters by probably 1, 2, 3.5, nearly, yeah. Good 3.5, possibly more. Great size, great size. And you've got water up here, so you can have a bit of a summer kitchen going off here. And then you've also got some storage under here. Here they've got a few tiles and things from before. Then you've got a... This one's a cracking storage on this one. Hold on. How do I get that to shut? I'll open this first. Look at this for storage. So this has been tiled. You've also got a washing machine up here, look. And when I have to lower my head, and it's even got a bathroom at the end, a toilet at the end. That's quite good for when you sat on the terrace. Lots of spare tiles here as well, which is always good. It's handy though, isn't it? Handy space. We like a bit of handy space. What do you think, folks? I think this is I just hope that the video shows it off, because it is one of those houses that needs to be cheered up. But my word, what a great property, and what a superb terrace. Ready for final thoughts? Let's do it. So my final thoughts on this one, I really do think it's a fantastic place, and what it could be, the potential that you've got here to have a place, joking aside, for those visitors, and to have your own place upstairs, I think is all fantastic. Or you could potentially look to get rid of this and have this as a huge living kitchen dining area, and then go upstairs to more living space. It's all options that you could do. I think places like this, as I say, I'm not sure. Did you see me on the... I think I got a mirror shot, didn't I then? Damn it. Anyway, places like this... Places like this may not come across right in the video because of obviously the current condition. But believe me, everything you've got here is great. You're in the historical centre, but the rooms are large, bright, airy. The staircase is simple to do, not steep. Just everything just seems to just flow, which is quite unusual for properties in historical centres. I know I keep saying that, but it is true. What do you think, folks? I love it. I really do. I get excited with places like this because I know what they can be. I know how stunning they can be. And obviously having that terrace upstairs is a huge thing. And then let's not forget that Intradacqua is a beautiful, beautiful town. And in the car, it's 5 minutes away from Sulmona. You could even electric bike it down there. Remember, you've got all that space in the garage downstairs. What a place. There is a bus service between here and Sulmona. I'm not saying it's one every half an hour, but there's a good few buses a day, I believe. But it's always best to have a car. What a place. And this space is just incredible. I love it, folks. I hope you do. I hope you can see past the panelling, because believe me, you got something very special. So you know what to do, you know what I'm going to say. Jump on that email, info@homeunity.com, and be the first to jump on this one for a remote purchase and enjoy this incredible, incredible terrace. Whatever you're doing, whatever you do, do not miss this one.